Good morning, everyone. It is time for another box opening. So I won this lot for $60. I paid a little bit up for it, but I needed some of the inventory for my shop here in Windsor, and I needed some of the inventory for my Etsy channel as well too. These are Blackwall Hot Wheels, predominantly 1978, 79, 1980. Right as Hot Wheels was making that shift over to the Blackwall series. So these cars have really good upside potential for valuations in the years to follow. These never get younger, they only get older. So let's dive in. First car on the list. These are all a little dirty. The wheels might be a little bit turned, but I can get that fixed as well too. This is a little bit too rusty for me, so this will go into my bulk bin. A little bit too far gone, a little bit too dark of a base. But this is Stage Fright. And again, you can see 1977. So this was released in 1978, Stage Fright. It was about the Munsters. It's basically called the Munsters car. So 1978 Stage Fright. That'll go in the bulk bin. This is the A trucking from, again, 1978. Decent base. A little bit of wear on the edges of the plastic and stuff, but these were rough when they were produced because we didn't have the same technology to produce these. But that's A trucking with a dump on the back there. That's decent enough. A little bit of a, you can see that there's still a little bit of plastic residue because it wasn't cut right, the mold, but that's all good. Stage Fright, or I'm sorry, A trucking. This is the Porsche 928 with the Ultra Hots wheels. The not too bad of a windshield, a little bit of scratches. This is probably just a little bit of dirt. Paint looks pretty good there. Tampo is okay. This might go into inventory. It's kind of margin for me right now, actually. But with the front axle like that, I don't think I'll bend it back. These are tough to bend back, by the way, as well too. This particular series. I'll take a look and see, because even the tampo on this side is really in pretty good shape. And that is, of course, the Porsche 928. We'll take a look at that. This is the Royal Flash from, again, 1978. That's got a good tampo. That meets my requirements. Glass is in pretty good shape. That'll end up going into inventory, being featured out of my Etsy channel. Like I said, I paid a little much for this compared to what I always like to, but at the time there was a lot of money coming in to buy in stuff. Now, of course, the auctions, I'm starting to win a few auctions, which means the pricing points are coming down as the economy is getting worse. This is, of course, that Auburn Boat Tail Speedster, the red with the brown. Really nice base there, the Auburn 852. That's an inventory car, for sure. This was probably the whole reason for buying it. I love these Volkswagens. I had one. I had a Rabbit. It was a Rabbit automatic, actually. I paid $3,000 for it when I was a kid. It was just probably still one of the nicest cars I've ever owned. Of course, my Dodge Ram Hemi pickup truck I've got sitting out there is definitely the nicest vehicle I've ever owned. There's just a little bit of paint loss there on the edges, but that's about a 95%. Near mint car. We'll see what's going on with that. Windshield looks like it's just dirty, crusty from sitting around gathering dust for all these years. I have to pay attention to that front axle as well too, but base is really good. That's the hair splitter. This had a base to it, but this will just go into the bulk bin. Unless you've got a base, buy the bulk bin. This is the bubble gunner. It's a dragster. And dragsters typically do good at my auctions. So this will end up going to the auction company to be auctioned off. It'll probably bring $3 or $4. Bubble gunner again, 2 of them. This one here, the engine is a little bit wonky in it. And there is more paint loss on this. This will just go into the bulk bin. This, of course, is the, my camera can focus there, but it won't. Jet thread, I think this is called. They're all usually either chewed on or, you know, this point is bent. This one's got a bent point on it. Again, my camera is just not focusing down on that bent point very well. That'll probably just go in the bulk bin. They're not really worth anything. Another reason for buying this lot was this car. I've got several of them in an inventory, but you can never have enough. These are the Gremlin grinder. Pretty cool car. These do well at auction as well too. Oh, Grease Gremlin, they call this one now. So Grease Gremlin, that was Gremlin grinder before. And this is that, you know, kind of funny. This is the plastic bodied, plastic base, space racer. And this is really nice, condition-wise, but just not really worth a whole lot of money right now. 5 or 10 or 15 years might do that some good, actually, too. There's some shipping I gotta get done today. It's next on my list after this video. Baja breaker, really nice shape. Windshield is a little bit too bad on that one. We'll have to see what's going on. It might be that there's just a bunch of dust on the inside because it looks like that's where the problem is. So I'll get my Q-tip out and see if I can't clean that up. But Tampo here is pretty good. Baja breakers, 1978, 1979. This is 1978. And as you can see, the base is really nice too. So I'll see if I can't save this. Hong Kong vehicle. Ferrari 308. I've got a guy that comes into my shop and buys all my red Ferraris from me. This one here is a little bit dull, but shining it up a little bit. Windshield looks good. I'll probably put this into an auction. They do really well at auction too. A little bit of paint loss around the back, but they typically do very, very well at auction. You'll get $6 or $7 out of that. The Gold Ones Corvette. This is the one of the toughest ones in the Gold Ones series. This was, again, 1979. This one's got way too much rust, too much bad going on with it. Bent axle there. This will go into my bulk bin, even though it's probably worth $5 or $10 in this condition. It's probably $7 in this condition, $6 or $7. That'll go into the bulk bin. That's why the bulk bin is so valuable for people that go to OSA auctions and buy my bulk bin stuff. This will go into the bulk bin too. This is Fire Chief. Just too much paint loss there, too bad condition. Bulk bin. This vehicle is a GMC pickup truck. Normally these things get broken off. Those are intact. Paint looks good. Windshield is okay. It's a decent truck. This is the light blue example. It's flat. There are some with sparkled blue paint too. Base is good. That'll be an inventory vehicle. One of the other reasons for buying this lot too, and kind of overpaying for it by the time you got shipping done and everything, these always do really, really well at auction. I get $8 or $9 out of each one of these. This is Mongoose, even though that front axle has rust on it. It will still do well. If the tampo is in pretty good shape. Now they made the rare one with the white in here, and every so often I find one. So they're not impossible to find. And of course they always sell either on my Etsy channel or in an auction for really, really good money because they are rare. That was Vetty Funny, was that car. And this was another reason for buying the lot. These always do really, really well. The Datsun Z car, 1979. Base is really good. Z-Wiz, 1979 Hot Wheels. Nice car, nice tampo. That's an inventory car. One of the other reasons, of course, for buying the lot was this car too. It's actually in decent shape. Paint's pretty good. Tampo is all really nice. And when I say tampo, that means all the paint on the sides, all the stickers, but they're not really stickers, they're paint. Good car, I like that one. That's in good enough shape, that'll be an inventory car. Plastic base, Hong Kong. A lot of the cars in 78, 79 were made in Hong Kong. Then we have Emergency Squad. This is the Hot Wheels Rescue unit. They changed the tampos over the years. This was in production for a very, very long time. And they changed out the tampos quite regularly. This will just be a bulk bin car. It's missing too much paint. Then Fire Eater, if I can get it out of there quickly without having to set my camera. Ah, there it is. So Fire Eater, these did come with red lines as well too. All of this tampo is pretty good. Station 51, Station 51, again, kind of that whole takeoff of Emergency back in the day. So this is Fire Eater with the black walls. These always do well just because it's a fire truck. And a lot of people collect only fire trucks. So that'll work well. For some reason, Mexico is calling in. We'll finish this video, and I should get this, but I'm going to finish this video. I've only got 2 cars to go. Then I'll call Mexico back. I think I know who that is. They're calling because they're moving to Windsor. This is Inferno. This will do very, very well. It's a dragster car. Wheels always get bent here in the front. A little bit of bending because they're very flimsy as well too. A little bit of bending is okay. Tampo is really good. Nice car. Base is really nice. Inferno. And last but not least, part of the other reason for spending on this lot was this car. I seen it sitting there like this. And so I knew, hey, this is a nice premium early Hot Wheels car. This is a Monte Carlo Stalker. Monte Carlo Stalker. Nice tampo. Nice car. Premium car. Early 70s. Good car for the future. Really nice shiny base. Nice car. And that's it for this lot. So I will go call Mexico back, see how I can't help them with their move to Windsor. It was a referral from another client of mine. So I'll go call Mexico back and see how I can't help them. But thanks for tuning in to this version of Early Hot Wheels. I paid $60 for the lot. I probably should have paid $45 to be more profitable on it. But we will do okay on it. And it does give me some of that quality inventory for my inventory. Z-Wiz. It's all good. I just won't make as much profit as I normally do off of a car collection like this. So thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to helping you in any way. I do have a shop here in Windsor at Holland Consignments, which is the antique store at the corner of Ottawa and Moy, right across from TD Bank. If there's specific cars you're looking for, I also have an Etsy channel. My Etsy channel is Windsor Diecast on Etsy. I have a lot of inventory I'm loading up out there right now. And I typically do some pretty good sales. You're buying it in Canadian dollars, which means that there's about a 32% discount right now on everything on my Etsy channel, just because it's priced in Canadian dollars. And when you spend US dollars for it, you get a great big discount because the exchange rate on the US dollar is so strong. So that's part of the reason for doing it, but I'm here in Canada as well too. I'm in Windsor. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.